This is part 3 of Anbennar Bianfang campaign. Picking up where the last episode ended. This is being recorded at a different period in time. So, right now, our next target is probably going to be the kobolds of Ball region. We have state agenda to pick that up, plus it claims on the area. So it makes sense to just grab these provinces. This one's not a claim from a mission, but aside from that, we also need to dev the capital up to 45 for the mission to get our unique formable. Deathly, which is the Imperial Yanshen decision. We also, to get later in our mission, we need to take the border provinces from the Jiken. Right now, they outnumber us pretty heavily, but we would have defensive advantages if we fought them. That's a problem. Yeah. Kudet Kai, they're allied to Kudet Kai, which is another regional power. They actually took Verkalozovar. And they managed to convert it. If you're watching this and you're not familiar with the bitbucket build, one of the new changes is that they've added a new dwarven religion that uses the Judaism mechanics. And right now, Verkalozovar and Rubyhold are the only two dwarven nations that are supposed to have it, and there's a few adventurers that have it right now, but eventually it'll get given out via events once you've refounded your holds and whatnot. Right now I'm just gonna wait for my manpower to tick up to something more reasonable, because we will take pretty heavy casualties just because of Bell region being... Oh, no, time to go. Ignore what I just said. Going in right now. So I think what happened here is, for the first roughly 50 years of the game, as Kajuma gets an event that basically will basically remove really all the code produced from their capital in return for a truce, and usually once that runs out they end up getting annexed. You very rarely see them do well. I'm actually going to build a mage tower, even though it's really expensive, because it actually does give a 10% dev cost, and this needs to go up to 45 for our mission. Or we can take Tianla, which is more. I kind of want to keep my capital in Bianfang for, you know, playing as them. I feel like it makes sense to stay at, or keep my capital in Bianfang and make that like the new capital of Yanshen. I guess we're just gonna peace out, man, BG. I'll go ahead and move my forces just to start drilling, since there's no real yeah, that's not amazing. I don't like that. Oh, and one geoformed. We have more mill right now. And then we will take that, and we'll get this. When Haramar united Yanshen under one banner for the first time in its history, he created a caste of servants to administer his conquests in his name. Made impotent by either spell or knife, these eunuchs could have no hereditary legacy of their own, and reviled by the Yansheni nobility, they were absolutely loyal to Haramar and his successors. Through their privileged position, they soon amassed power and wealth, and their influence crept to every corner of the land. When the reign of Haramar finally ended, the eunuchs began to rule in their own right. Their guile and ruthless self-interest ensured that any attempt by the hereditary nobility to seize power was swiftly cut down with short bribery or assassination. Even their great conqueror Jahair was felled not on the field of battle, but by a eunuch's knife. He died here. Perhaps centuries of being the puppet masters of Yanshen made them overconfident, for they did not foresee a great storm cloud rising in the west until we were at their doorstep. Now the swift sword of Bianfang has cut their strings, from the cultured river port of Yangzhong to the ancient citadel of Guhe. The so-called League of Yanshen lies shattered before us. The question remains now of what to do with the eunuchs. With an independent power base and a well-proven ability to assassinate any would-be conquerors, they present an undeniable threat within our own borders. On the other hand, their centuries of rule have made them superb in the arts of statecraft and administration. I actually haven't really played with the eunuch estates in a while, so I'm going to take a save right here and just look at what they do. Okay, so here are the eunuchs. Yeah, I guess I'll keep them for right now. What's their loyalty equilibrium? I'm actually going to give them... yeah, I'll give them that. And then... what is our... yeah, we're pretty well over our domain, or our gov caps, so... that probably means we need to give out Philosopher's Land, right? Probably. To just not have to deal with the minus. No, we're not gonna ally with Zhongji. Okay, as far as Nugan Sari, they made an interesting choice by vassalizing Dagon, and they have tributaried Wan Huiji. So that'll be something we need to do later, is go ahead and defeat them. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take that. And do we already have a mage bastard child? No, we don't. I don't like being benevolent. I really do want to try and keep. Like I said, this is the Ages Extended mod, which gives you all these abilities. A lot of these are pretty powerful and give permanent effects. More magic menu. I'm just gonna... Evocation's a pretty good school just to do generally, because it gives you war magic. Oh yes. Yeah, I want to build a fortress here. And then probably makes a lot of sense to go ahead and build just the real cheap stuff. How long does that ability actually last for? Okay, we got time. So I'll build that. Don't have courthouse yet. Build some extra trade posts. I do want to attack Wanjia relatively soon. We have a land maintenance modifier. We're going to get rid of him and try and go for a disciplined guy. Yeah, we're Tyrants. Got more mill power. I've had this issue where game just really doesn't want to give me the right advisor. The dense jungles of Sujit have harbored many reclusive and disparate cultures, remnants of the past stubbornly refusing to integrate with the Namjit and accept the culture of the Greater Yan. When the jungle havens of Sen Nogan now under our control for the foreseeable future, the locals have finally seen fit to change and have begun to adopt the culture of Yan in earnest. These three counties are all, or at least were, Bokai, which is a Kai culture. This area can be pretty fun to play, especially if you go for Azkazer. They are a very fun nation. A lot of the tags in Hellas actually have sort of ambitions to conquer everything, and they're one of them. Okay, so let's combat with Link right now. 24. I'm actually going to get 2 more. I like to have extra men for reinforcements. You can, if the migrants are your primary culture, you can take the, they settle for a price with no repercussions. So, you know, something to keep in mind. Well, there is one more niche scenario. If you switch your cultural administration or your racial administration to something different, then it will actually take into account all the times you've gotten tolerance decreases. But that's really the only nation where that's much of a problem is if you're kind of doing a meme game, or if you are frozen Maw into Grombar, and you switch to the half-orcs. Okay, what tech are these guys on? We actually have a tech advantage. I can't remember if it's just a unit advantage or a, no, it's not a unit advantage. Is it? Okay, so we probably want to wait till, well, do we want to wait till Tech 9 to do that? Oh yes, we need to build these. This area is a nightmare to govern. This is gonna, I think this will take us over our governing cap, but no, it didn't actually take us over our governing cap. No, we actually got, okay, so we just reached level 1 of professionalism. Yeah. We're Tyrants. Can that give us the... Yeah, that'll give us extra discipline. Oh. Yeah, we can afford level 3 advisor. Okay. Now. It is time to attack 1Gia. This should be a relatively easy campaign. We're gonna take our claims basically. Feck. Well, I guess we just gotta hope that the command doesn't take the provinces we want. Now, we're actually just going to move over there and rely on our vassal to siege stuff down. My favorite part about just having vassals is just the fact that they'll siege stuff for you, because I don't like having to manage like carpet sieging everything. Okay. Should be able to take all of this without too many issues. What does the command have claims on? No, they don't actually have claims. Okay. So I guess for right now we're just going to sit here and really not supply the whole army. We're just going to drill while they siege and hope that they don't take these. I feel like they're probably pretty likely to take these, but we just gotta hope that they go for this stuff instead. Sweet, they didn't actually take the provinces we want. That's great. Yeah, that's actually really amazing. They went for the provinces I was hoping for, which they didn't actually take too much, which is pretty nice. There goes another one of the Bokai provinces. It's actually the island this time. I'm not sure if I want to spoil too much, but cultures will play a pretty significant role in our end game. Okay. I have a plan I might want to try out. We don't need to take this tech immediately. So we're actually going to try and dev up our capital to try and get the institution. Okay, that actually should... where is it? Yeah, that'll allow us to do our big decision. Or get our formable, I mean. And we can do that right after we take all this. Take, yeah, let me take Diplo up. Okay. So this will be, like, I'm not actually super worried about this. Lian Huiji is a subject. Kudak Kai might be a problem, but I don't think it will be. So, we can handle that. And then we have just enough monarch points to core everything. Dragon King Heiyang the First Long stands on the great Minzang of the Hangding Temple of Aoshan, the Proud Mountain. She is indeed proud, surveying Bianfang's recently added dominions in Jianji, dearly bought with the lives of tens of thousands of valiant Bianfang soldiers. On the far horizon, the Temple of Keepers barely visible, and within Kongren, the Void's Edge. The monks, with all their schools and styles and mysterious martial arts, put up a fierce resistance, but our discipline and numbers eventually overcame them. Now their temple lies open before us, filled with the riches and priceless artifacts crafted by generations of monks. We would be well within our rights to sack these temples, put to the torch, cart the plunder back to Bianfang, and declare those robed ruffians outlaws to be executed on sight. They have long labeled us tyrants and despots, inciting our people to rebel in the name of freedom. Just another word for chaos. That being said, they bring law and order to these lands. To bring law and order to these lands may require a softer touch, and we may yet learn from these mystical warriors who felled so many of our troops. On one hand, I really love money. Yeah, I'm playing the roleplay game. I'm actually just gonna drill right now. So yeah, right now we have a few nations who are part of the coalition against us, but won't be too much of a problem. And where is it? Imperial Yanshen. Nearly forgotten are the days when kingdoms reigned in Yanshen, the days of legendary dynasties and heroes brought to an end by the hands of Haramar. Though we were never fully united, the machinations of the Haramari and their unicized officials served to partition us even further. The petty disputes between eunuch lords and merchant princes have left the Yan weak and divided for long enough. It is time for an emperor to be crowned and guide our people to a bright and glorious future. And we will reform to Hui. Yes, we'll take new traditions and ambitions. We also get permaclaims over all of Yanshen, which is always nice. And as for our ideas, we get national unrest and governing cap modifier for our starter, and then regiment cost for our finisher. Your legitimacies, advisor cost is good, discipline, good, land leader pips, good, global trade power, good, monthly autonomy change, pretty good, and then admin efficiency is also real good. And in celebration, I kind of want to move our primary trade node over to Fei 10, which I'm actually going to do, so we can better. Yeah, we also appear a lot more. Screw it. No, I'm not going to do that. Moonless fight night falls over Jiangzushi, the Temple of the Keepers, the former stronghold of the custodians of Kongren. The Void's Edge still lies in the ruin after Dehui's siege. A cohort of guards surrounds the inner sanctum around the clock, keeping the sword under constant protection. The next morning, the court mages arrive from Xiaoming to discern its secrets. One of the guards hears a whisper of movement, but dismisses it as the wind of trees. Legend holds that the Keepers, creators, and supreme master of the art of blade dancing are able to kill with impunity within 20 paces, their sword impossibly swift and accurate. The cunning generals of Dehui devised a counter to this style. Stay far away from their blades altogether. The armies of Duhi completely encircled the temple with mortar batteries and regiments of gunmen. With shouts, "Storm, storm, storm," they hurled ceaseless torrents of shot and shell over the temple wall. The keepers put up a nigh superhuman resistance. Duhi soldiers watched in awe as the monks sliced a hurling cannonball clean through or swept aside a volley of bullets as if they were motes of dust. However, their swords eventually shattered and their chi gave out and the gates of the temple were open. When the mages arrived at the inner sanctum in the morning, they find the doors swung open and the guards cut to pieces. Examining the bodies in awe, they see arms severed at the shoulder in one clean stroke and heads separated precisely between two vertebrae, as if carved up by a most sublime butcher. Soon they receive word from the local dames to your mind that the trusses supporting the shafts had been similarly sliced through with delicate precision. The collapsed tunnel will take months if not years to repair. Entering the inner sanctum, our mages are not shocked to see Void's Edge gone from the altar, the sigil of the order carved neatly into its place. Okay, so we lose. Can we actually do? No, we don't have the admin for it. I'm not sure if I want to fight the command just yet. After I take the next tech, I'll probably go ahead and fight the command. What are we looking at? Mill-wise. I can raise another army of like 20. I'll just call it like 26. There we go. Nope, not enough manpower. We're just going to handle rebels and sort of stabilize our realm for a few years, probably. Okay. That would make all of our provinces cores. Now let's look at what... Okay, we're probably going to want a core wing key. I think, oh yeah, we haven't looked at the extra parts of the mission tree. Harvest of Yanshen. Okay, this is our big thing. Just sort of giving you an idea of what we actually conquer. So yeah, we're gonna go basically down into this area. And for right now, we want to go ahead and get this. We need more. How many do we need exactly? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, this is enough. What else do we need? Great cities of the south. What does Jingchen need? 25 dev. Yeah, that'll be it. This also needs dev. I have the money, I might as well spend it. This needs 25 development to become a world port. Oh well. I can do that. Yeah, that's good. And then as far as that, we got that. Inflation rate's probably good. And then we gotta get this up to 25. And then we gotta get Yanshen up to 25. Okay, so that means that these guys are in a coalition against us. That won't be too much of a problem. Especially once we get our secondary army up. Yeah, see, they're already start leaving. And we are more powerful than we look just because we have the ability to roll our leader into a war wizard if necessary, which we are going to do. Simply because war wizards are fucking obscene. Can we embrace this? No, we can't. I can actually switch that over to advancement effort, and then, yes, do that. That's the rebuild the Golden Highway, which will do pretty great things for us, like what's it called? Trade-wise. So for the next mission, we have to build up spy networks on Lotkang and the command. Lotkang is kind of a weird one, you'd think, but as you see here, they actually have a hobgoblin minority. These guys, let me see, actually I can pull up. Yeah, this is the Dishonored. These guys are based out of Lotkang. And they're basically like Hobgoblin exiles who don't really like Hobgoblin rigidity. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and seize land. Once we get to the end game, we do get a lot of bonuses from, or we're encouraged to go pretty heavily towards absolutism. Oh yeah, I didn't check our reform. Radiant Empire. For the first time in history, the people of Yanshen are united under a Yan Emperor. Our great realm shall henceforth be known as Dehui, the Radiant Empire. Emperor's wisdom and strength knows no equal. The Empire shall be a beacon of glory shining out across all of Hellas. Oh. That needs to go up to 25 as well. And this, yep, .dev cost. Okay, and we get Great Cities of Yanshen. Did our capital change name? Yeah, it actually did. From here, what else do we get? to start building up this area. Go ahead and turn this off. And what about institutions? Yeah, it'll get there pretty soon. And for this place, we are just gonna yeah, we don't get the pop-ups. It is pretty expensive to build up the highway, so that's something to keep in mind. You always try and expand your infrastructure when deving. It's really helpful. Imperial shipyard, and then we need a dock or a shipyard. Need a dock, and then upgrade that. Okay, so this is our first province that has the fully completed road, and this is what it does. It gives just good buffs. It's really useful if you have a large empire and you're just marching your armies along it. Although, you do have to like manually move your armies because the game doesn't really optimize routes, even if they have huge buffs. That's also kind of an issue with the Dwarven roads, so you'll have armies like go through caves and take unnecessary amounts of attrition. And with that event, we actually have converted all of our lands to Yan culture. Yep. Yep, so people are leaving the coalition against us. Yeah, I'm gonna flip this over to this. Yeah, I'll get there really quick. Yeah, see, institution spread is already up. And then we get Imperial Shipyard. The locals call the muddy, bustling port town at the mouth of Zeus-Piang River Chihuk Clear Sunrise, an ironic name for a bleary-eyed sailor and stevedores as they load small junks with crates of Zijut tea and barrels of Ziyun gunpowder after a long night at the Riverside Taverns. Although Chihuk is for now a mere collection of shacks, sheds, and rotting planks in comparison to the towering temples and vast dockyards of Tianla, our royal engineers tell us the deep natural harbor could provide an excellent anchorage for merchant vessels and warships. Most importantly, the Zijut jungle upstream has had enough timber for an armada to match the strength of our armies to rival the fleets of our enemies. Constructing shipyards and establishing a merchant quarter will bring the port to its full potential and allow us to project our might from the Bay of Bugojit to the Ringlet Sea. And we get a rename of the area, and it converts. Yeah, it converts to high philosophy. Yeah. Okay, and for this, we have to upgrade that too. Do we have enough? No, we almost do. once Jingchen, yeah, that's absolutely obscene amounts of progress. Okay, and we're gonna get the monstrous drill. The barbaric hobgoblins of the command, as savage as they may be, have not established the position they currently hold by sheer luck. Even by our standards, the military might of the command is something to be admired, and our efforts to send scouts and spies to the region are beginning to bear fruit. Countless reports have come over the last week characterizing the command as an entirely militaristic civilization, and every facet of their society is to strengthen, aid, and reinforce their military endeavors. Seemingly every hobgoblin is a warrior first and foremost, with everything else coming second to warfare. Scouts have watched their training exercises, wrote home about how unified and cohesive they fight as a unit, no matter how small or large their fighting force is. As much as it pains us to admit, there is much we can learn from their model. And we get extra drill gain modifier and drill gain loss. And after this will give us, okay. So for right now, we're just kind of gonna, we can actually probably annex these two. I think either we surpassed Buvari, or they surpassed us. Great power-wise, we're looking pretty good. We're gonna get the next institution, like, now. So we probably need to give them something to make them a little happier. No, I want as much manpower as possible. I guess I can do that to just give them enough happiness that they won't, you know, like, totally hate us. And as for, what else? We need, where'd it go? Debt it to the merchant guilds. Yeah, we need that. And we are going to take standing arquebusiers, and then I guess Hornifice. And what can we do with that money? That, and then that. And army-wise, we can actually probably expand army, but for right now, it's do or die. Yeah, we're gonna take that. Okay, so right now, what's our army quality look like? Yeah, 110 versus the command's 112. We have better morale, better siege ability, defensiveness. We have similar amounts of professionalism, and they have a little bit more tradition. So what we're going to do is declare an anti-monstrous conquest. And hopefully we're going to be able to get just annex. Oh, fuck. God, what the hell? that's not the greatest of starts, but we should be able to at least do some stuff. The reason why we're doing this is because they're at war. They declared on the Demi-Jarraj. What tech are they? Yeah, they're on Tech 8. So we probably can just take this battle, and I think we'll do fine. Oh, one more thing. Open the ruler magic menu. Evocation. War magic. There we go. Fun fact about the command, well, not sure how fun it is. The slave states they have are orcish, so they get sieged down like comically quickly. And we do have maximum cannons, because we have 15 more of our golden highways are coming online. They all tend to just develop in different places. I'm not sure if that's an RNG thing or dependent on dev or something else. So I'm going to move right there. And hopefully we can take basically all of that. Yeah, that's kind of what we want to take. It won't probably weaken them as much as I would like it to, but it's something, and it's good to take, just even try and do anything against the command as quick as, or whenever you can, because they can get out of control if you are not actively trying to sort of whittle them down. Yeah, we don't really need. I'd rather have the extra money. That is a mistake on my part. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Yep, they ended their war with the Demi-Raj, so that is unfortunate, but we're gonna have to live with it. Another loss. You know what? Yep. The time for playing around is over. It's time to get our king involved. I'll put him on this one, and then put this guy on this one. Oh, I didn't see what the casualties looked like. Okay, now we're gonna head over this way. Okay, you've done a good amount of damage to him, even if we just end the war right now. Although having the command stick around is not the worst thing in the world, because no one cares too much when you conquer stuff from them. Gonna get that extra shock damage. These are the goblins, so you can basically anytime you see their goblin armies, you can stack wipe those pretty much instantly. Yeah, I don't like that. could theoretically slacken my professionalism, but I really don't want to do that because we have the missions that require it. Go fight these guys right here. And then yeah, we just really don't have enough manpower to fight them now. To slacken at least once to try and get something out of the war. Oh, that went well. We should be able to staff fight that army, yep. Yeah, goblins are kind of hot trash because they're terrible morale. What if I just... I'm gonna try and go and siege their capital. Okay. That should let us hopefully... Yeah, I really don't want to lose any more men than I have to. Okay. Well, you know, it wasn't what I was hoping for, but it's something. And it drains the command of some of their some of their manpower, I guess. Gotta take the king off. Or is it a queen? It's a queen. And then I can pay off all my loans. So yeah, the command basically just paid for our institution, if nothing else, which is nice. Sweet of them. We probably need to start coring up more stuff. Although actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna wait for that before I start actually stating things. Another stability is wonderful. We should be... Yeah, we're the only nation in Hellas with the actual... God damn it. So that's why we really took Diplo. I think this is a better ruler than our last one. I'm gonna go ahead and take the level 2 Mage Advisor. Mage Advisor is great. Oh, there goes our Commandant. I gotta take him. Those would be our provinces getting cored up. The Sitsu ones, specifically. No, we'll take that. So the age is probably going to end in a little bit, so we should probably take anything that gives more permanent bonuses. I guess I'll take this. Has the... Okay, yeah, I think they've realized that Castellos is dead at this point. And then we also get a governing. I usually go for this just because... Oh, I tabbed out by accident. I usually go for the that one just because it gives what is it called? Advisor cost reduction, which is wonderful. Okay, so yeah, it took a minute to get that to save up enough mana, but it's worth it to be able to actually have our extra, or core everything cheaper, I guess, is what the words I was looking for. And then we get different horse archers, or horse cavalry, but we don't really get bonuses, too many bonuses to cavalry. And then that'll be the Oni. That's embarrassing. There's the general I was looking for. Don't need to siege it down. I can probably stop building spy network and lot decaying. Actually, I'm gonna just check real quick because I have a bad tendency to leave. Yep, edict's on. Which increases state maintenance. I'll probably make a little bit more money after that. Yeah, it's about a ducat. The next idea group I'm going to take is more than likely going to be quantity, just so we can actually keep fighting our wars. Because right now we have we have issues with our manpower, as seen in the last war. some Diplo. Upgrade that, and then what else do I need? 25. Hang on. There we go. Extra dev, and then Splendor. All owned cultures have province accepted. Can I? Yeah, I can accept the 3 cultures. I think we actually, unlike most of the nations that end up conquering Azkajuma, I think we actually get a choice to integrate them and not just exterminate them, which is what most Halessi nation, or most Yansheni nations end up I think any Halessi nations that aren't like us or actually, or I think the command keeps them around too, is what I was looking for. That's actually gonna be, I'm just looking at the time. I'm gonna finish up this war, and then that'll probably be it for the day. Yeah, this shouldn't really be much of a war. We out-tech them militarily, and we just have better troops. Yep, see. I'm actually gonna go ahead and just bombard the walls, because Tianla can be a absolute bitch to take. Well, this age is not gonna be one for us, really. We're not going to be able to do that. We're probably not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We can do that. We can do that. We can do that, actually. And we can do that. I guess this is the end of the line of Haramar. How much admin is that? That's actually a reasonable amount of admin. Okay, guess I'm in for a ride. I'll go ahead and try and just reduce the time for things to fire. Yeah, we actually aren't getting as much AE as I thought we would. I'm used to playing like outsider cultures, like the Bird Riders. Yeah, just a casual 148% over AE. Nothing much. So far, our nation's actually holding up pretty well. You know what? I said I'd wait till the end of the war. I'm gonna wait till we have all this stuff cored up, then I'll be done. Which, playing on speed 5 shouldn't take too long. Our manpower isn't looking terrible right now. I'll take 10k manpower. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, so I guess this is beginning of the end for Yanshen as an independent nation. Oh yes, also, East Harmari. Gotta include them. After that, we're probably gonna accept Horned Ogres. We don't quite have enough dev for that. So that mission might actually have to wait. And then yep, there's Tianla all cored up. Is that? Yep. That gives us our first level 3 fort, or not level 3, our first level 3 center of trade, and we'll go ahead and transfer that to transfer trade towards, yeah, that's a good boost, towards Phaeton. This is going to be our end node for the time being. Eventually we might end up making, well, really the true sort of end node, if you're playing in Rahen, or playing in Hellas and you manage to conquer everything, is going to be Rahen, or Gulf of Rahen. But for right now, Phaeton is good. It will actually be a problem later, not right now, but the, what are they called? The Fae Runeborn over here will be an issue. So that'll be it for tonight. Thanks for watching. This has been part 3 of the Tyrants of the Yanhe Anbennar Bianfang.